Hi, this is Ms. Perez, and I'll be going over identifying positive or negative slope. Now, there's more to positive or negative slopes, but we're going to go over more and more as we go through this topic. This is just going to be a short video on the basics. So let's go ahead and get started. And I encourage you to take notes and write down everything that I have here. So first, let's go over a basic definition of slope. Slope is basically how steep a line is. So I'll give you a little picture that you can pause the video and copy down to help understand that. So if we have a high slope, it's going to look really steep. So this line, is kind of tilted to an extreme degree versus this shallow slope, which is a low slope. So slope is basically how steep a line is. So if we have a very high slope, then it's going to be a steep line. If we have a low slope, then it's going to be shallow. Okay, that's just a quick definition to give you to put in your notes. Now let's move on to how to identify. So to identify the slope of a graph, we read it from left to right, going uphill or downhill. Now this is how you determine if it's going to be positive, negative, zero, or undefined. So let me give you a small example to copy down. And again, pause the video whenever you need to catch up. So go ahead and write down these two little lines, and we're going to explain what I mean by going uphill. So just like you would read a sentence, you would read a sentence from left to right. So we're going to read our graphs and our lines from left to right. So let's draw an arrow going from left to right and determine if it's uphill or downhill. And kind of pretend that you have a little running person here. So here's my little running person. And from left to right, they are going uphill, right? So since they are going uphill, this would be positive. And same thing, I'm going to draw an arrow from left to right and then draw my little running person. There's my little running person. And determine, okay, are they going uphill or downhill, left to right? Well, from left to right, they are going downhill. So since they're going downhill, this is a negative slope. Okay, so this is kind of a little trick that you can do. I do encourage you to draw those running people. That is going to help you remember how to do this, how to determine lines, if they're positive or negative. So please draw these little running guys, and then pause the video if you need to catch up. I'm going to keep moving on. All right, so here we're going to identify your graphs, if they're positive, negative, zero, or undefined. All right, so pause the video, draw these little coordinate planes and these kind of basic graphs. So first one, let's call this one number 1, and I'm going to get a black pen here. So number 1, first thing I'm going to do, draw my arrow going from left to right. You can even draw your little running person. They are running uphill. So this is a positive slope. All right, let's move on. I draw my arrow from left to right and determine if it's uphill or downhill based on which way my person is running. This one is downhill, so it is a negative slope. All right, here's a little twist for you. So same thing, I'm going to draw my arrow from left to right and determine if it's uphill or downhill. The little twist is, it is neither. It is completely flat. Oops, flat. But when you have a flat line like this, the slope is 0. It is not going uphill or downhill. All right, and last but not least, we have a vertical line. And here you can stop drawing a line and just go vertical line. And when you have a vertical line, that is undefined slope. Oops, I'm running out of time here. Okay, so anytime you have a vertical line, it is an undefined slope, which I spelled wrong. Sorry about that. But I hope this helped in identifying slope. I'll catch you next time in another video. Have a great day.